Welcome Ytpc, Edwin here from Central Texas. Wednesday. I'm hoping you're having a good day. Today, not the best day for me. Earlier this morning, got news that my grandmother from my dad's side passed away. Natural causes, old age at least. And from what I know, it looks like it was a peaceful transition. And for me, that was the picture, that classic old school grandma. She was that for me. That classic old school picture perfect grandma. Old school. This is in the island, where I'm from, Puerto Rico. So they're there. The family doing okay, going through the grieving process. My dad was ready. And man, remembering they owned this land, this little farm out there when I grew up, when I was a kid. And through my age, through my growing up there. And man, she was that classic grandma that you show up anytime and she will have. She will start cooking like this massive feast. It doesn't matter, you show up by yourself or with friends or the whole family, she will cook this massive feast of different foods and meats and salad and bread and amazing, excellent cooker. They live in this farm with a bunch of animals, chickens, cows, pigs, ducks, all type of animals. And because of her is when I learned that, it was like, hey, you want some chicken soup? Let's grab a chicken, and let's process the chicken. And that was probably, 7, 8 years old. And she's showing me how to, grab a chicken and process it. In a quick manner. And same thing on Christmas, it will be like, yeah, we're grabbing one of these pigs and we're going to process it and we're going to eat the whole thing. All the organs and all that, we'll do something with them. Something that my kids are not that exposed nowadays, They just go to the grocery shop, right? Grocery store. And grab some chicken there, but it's not as good as that fresh chicken, let me tell you. Fresh chicken soup. When I was young, a kid, they won't even have a stove. It was like these fire pits, and then she will have these massive pans. And those fire pits in Spanish, we call it in Puerto Rico fogons. Fogon, and you just keep throwing some type of wood. I don't even know what type of wood they use. And cook in those massive pans. whatever was the food. And then, I don't know, then probably when I was 12 or 13, they transitioned, my grandma and grandfather, they transitioned to a gas stove. Or maybe younger, maybe when I was 8 or so. But man, food was, taking care of animals and food on the land, such an important thing for her. That I'm glad I was exposed to. And like I mentioned, it doesn't matter if you show up at 11 p.m. She will start cooking a massive feast for you. And you'll be like, no, grandma, I'm fine, it's all good, no te preocupes. She won't listen. She was like, no, get ready. Oh boy. So just sharing a little bit about that, They were believers of Jesus Christ. So I know that she's in a better place. And like I mentioned, I'm really, really glad that I was able to, that she was in my life, right? And that I was exposed to that type of life that is very unique for today's standards. So guys, I will continue thinking about my grandmother here and enjoying this bowl. And I'm hoping you have a great rest of your week, okay? Edwin out.